Okay, instead of doing long division, we're going to look at synthetic division. Okay, there we go. Here's the term down here, synthetic division. So instead of doing all this long division, if you find that tedious, okay, so think about it. If I divide 4x cubed, all this by x minus 2, okay, looks like I get a remainder of 29. So, in other words, 2 would not be a 0, okay? Then if I put 2 straight into this, where x is, I should get 29. Remember, that's the remainder theorem. Okay, so we're not going to do long division, we're going to try synthetic division. Now that means you laying it out in a certain way. So here we go. We take the coefficients of each term here. So 4, negative 3, 1 and 7. Here we go. 4, negative 3, 1 and 7. I'm going to use positive 2 in this synthetic division. So x minus 2 would be the factor if it worked, okay? Positive 2 would be the 0 if it worked. Right, so here we go. I'm going to use 2. Now, I'll show you how to do this. A bit clearer than what I've got there. So, there's the setup. Okay, again, I've used the coefficients. Let's have a look. Here it is. Right, so remember, here's the coefficients. I'm going to use the 2 because I'm divided by x minus 2. And here's how you do it. So watch this carefully. What is 2 times 4? It's 8. Okay? It's like you do this. Add these two together, you get 5. What's 2 times 5? It's 10. Okay? Add these two together, you get 11. What's 2 times 11? It's 22. Add these two together, you get 29. Now if I go back up to, keep that in view, look at this. Look at that. See that? Look at the coefficients of this. 4, 5 and 11 with remainder 29. That's what I've got here. Look, 4, 5 and 11 and this is the remainder. Okay, so you can put a little box there, might be like they've done. Okay. Right, so in other words, because I've divided by an x, and this only works for just straight simple x's like x minus 2 or x plus 3, okay, I've come down from an x cubed to an x squared. The 4 stays the same. I haven't divided by 2x minus 3, okay, I've just divided by x minus 2, so all I've done is reduce the exponent by 1, okay, so 4x cubed has become 4x squared. That's why the 4 stays the same. So I can write 4x squared plus, it's positive, so I write plus 5x plus 11, and that number at the end will be the remainder. We hope for 0, of course. That's you doing synthetic division. Okay, again, remember this, I think I've just told you, if I was to put 2 straight into here, you get 29. Alright, so that's just me showing you the remainder theorem. That's just you showing you. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Right, is 5 a 0 of this? Alright, now I'm going to do synthetic division. Now because some terms are missing, look, the x cubed term is missing and the x term is missing. You've got to go in descending order, so I'm going to put zeros. In other words, fill in the missing terms. So again, 1, no x cubed, so 1, no x cubed, negative 26 for the x squared, nothing for the x, and 25 for the number at the end. If 5 is a 0, then I'm going to try 5. Right, here we go. 5 times 1 is 5. Add those two together, you get 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Add those two together, you get negative 1. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Add those two together, you get negative 5. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. When you add those two together, great. Okay, so 5 is a 0. In other words, x minus 5 must be a factor. Okay, I think let's leave it at that one. But actually, look at this, because you can actually find. This is going to leave me with this. Okay, remember it starts with an x to the 4th, so this is now x cubed. Again, look at this, plus 5. So plus 5x squared minus x minus 5. Okay, that's what's left. Now this will factor. I can take an x squared out of the first two. It'll leave me with x plus 5. I can take a negative 1 out of the next two, and that'll leave me with x plus 5. I'm just factor by grouping. Okay. So x plus 5 can come out of both. X plus 5. That can be factored out of both of them. And it'll leave me with the x squared minus 1. X squared minus 1 is a difference of squares. So it'll factor into x plus 1, x minus 1. So look, I've got actually all 4 answers. Okay, there you go. So x minus 5 was a factor, so 5 is a 0. X plus 5 is a factor, so negative 5 would be a 0, okay, or the x-intercepts. X plus 1 is a 0, so minus 1. Sorry, x plus 1 is a factor. X minus 1, that'll give me plus 1. So again, I've got my 4 zeros, my 4 factors, okay?